From an elevated observation post, North Korea's ruthless dictator gives the order and oversees a crucial test of a rocket engine. Kim Jong-un is so pleased with what he witnesses that he hugs an officer, and one overzealous officer hops on Kim's back. North Korea's news anchor, as always, is overjoyed.
Another miracle happened.
The engine test just as new Secretary of State Rex Tillerson wrapped up a tense visit to the region. Kim's regime calls this a new high-thrust engine. South Korean military officials acknowledge this test shows the North Koreans have made meaningful progress with their rocket engines. Tonight, experts warn of what that could mean.
The constant testing, ground test mixed with flight test, means that they're making progress on ICBM, intermediate range, submarine-launched missiles, and a lot of shorter-range systems that threaten the region.
Tonight, 2 U.S. defense officials tell CNN they believe this engine could be placed on a long-range intercontinental ballistic missile that could one day hit the United States. But the officials say they're still studying it. Outside experts say right now this engine's too big for a long-range missile, that it more easily fits onto rockets North Korea uses to launch satellites into orbit.
Could this engine be adjusted to fit onto a long-range missile?
Yes, it certainly could. By moving these steering engines in closer to the main engine, they could reduce the size and fit it onto the prototypes that they've displayed in the past.
And this expert says this engine produces enough thrust, about 80 tons, to propel 1 or possibly 2 stages of a long-range nuclear-tipped missile that could reach the U.S. Experts say Kim's regime hasn't yet flight-tested its long-range missiles enough to be sure that they could survive re-entry into the atmosphere. But a U.S. intelligence official tells CNN Kim's constantly fine-tuning his missiles, that with each test, he solidifies his status as an international pariah. Just this month, Kim fired advanced missiles from launchers like these, missiles which landed close to Japan. Analysts say the aggressive young leader is sending an unmistakable message to America.
Don't mess with me. I am not going to be left without my weapons of mass destruction like Saddam Hussein or Muammar Gaddafi and be left to the mercies of the Western powers.